Merry Christmas. I'm Javen, and I am honored to be the pastor of Bethel Worship Center here in Camden. You may be watching this at a later time, but I just wanted to take the opportunity, as you see this on your feed, to say Merry Christmas to you and your family as you celebrate this wonderful holiday. Now, I know many families are all over, are gathering in many different homes during this time to share in joy with one another and to bless each other with gifts of generosity. I'm also aware that there are some that may not experience that same joy and may not experience that same generosity. You know, at the time of Jesus' birth, the nation of Israel wasn't experiencing a lot of joy. God had been silent for over 500 years. When Mary and Joseph found out they were going to have a baby, this wasn't in their plan. They were confused. They were poor. Prophets for many years in the nation of Israel had proclaimed of the coming of a Messiah. When Jesus was born, the angels proclaimed of His coming to the shepherds. The wise men came and made known that a new king had been born. As He grew older, John the Baptist prepared the way for Jesus to begin His earthly ministry that would eventually lead to His death and resurrection, which opened a door for new life and a new perspective for humanity. After His resurrection, the disciples and many new followers of Christ began sharing the good news of Jesus and what He had done for all. This news has been shared for over 2,000 years now, and many have found joy in this news. Some have not allowed it to become real to them yet, though. You know, they say in marketing there's what's known as a rule of 7. It says that a prospect needs to see or hear your marketing message at least 7 times before they take action in regards to what you're sharing with them. Now, 7 isn't necessarily the magical number, but the premise of the rule of 7 is you can't just engage in a marketing activity and then be done. Marketing must be an ongoing process in order for it to be successful. It's a rule in that advertising has to definitely take into account leading up to this season. There's a few reasons for this rule. One is that there's so much noise in today's world. People are bombarded with messages constantly, and sadly, the messages that really need to be heard often get drowned out by the unimportant ones. Another reason is that people just don't realize they need what you have. They may think what you're pitching them is need, but until someone realizes their true need for it, they don't buy it. A third reason is they're worried about the price, right? How much something is going to cost someone is a legitimate concern. But when people see value, they're more prone to overlook costs. Lastly, the reason people have to see or hear a message more than once is lack of relationship. They haven't grown to know you or trust you yet. Now, I'm not saying Christianity is in marketing and anyone's a prospect in that regard, but when Jesus fulfilled the purpose of His birth, He told His followers to go into all the world and share the good news to everyone. There's no doubt there's a lot of noise in our world that wants to drown out that good news, but we can't stop sharing it. People don't realize, you may not realize, Jesus is the hope we need. And yes, it costs the surrendering of our will and our desires, but the value in return is far greater than what I can try to obtain on my own or you. And who better to trust than someone who gave up their life for you? There's no greater news than the good news of Jesus. As the angel said, "Behold, we bring you good news of great joy, that in the town of Bethlehem a Savior was born, Christ the Lord." And as Jesus said, go and share this good news to everyone. So we do hope you have a Merry Christmas, and we hope that every day you go and tell it on the mountains, over the hills, and everywhere that Jesus Christ is Lord. Merry Christmas.